Happy Tuesday, everybody. I'm Teller Morose, joined by my co-host YOYO, and this is Tier List Tuesdays, the pilot episode. The first time we've ever done this. Ignore the bottom of the screen.
The first of many is what you mean.
Yeah, the first episode of 7. So today, 7,000. I was going to stop at 7, but that felt kind of rude.
7,000 might be jumping the shark a little bit.
No.
You know, we'll get there.
7,000 episodes.
We'll work up to it.
Yeah. So basically what this is we have a category for every video, and each category is going to have a list like this on the side, and we're going to rank each item tier list style. And if you don't know what that means, it's essentially how you got graded in school, but S is better than A. And S is kind of reserved for like the top tier, the god tier items on the list.
And also E exists because, I don't know, why not?
Oh, right. I forgot about E.
Yeah, I've
E's
never received an E
in
school, but who knows?
E
Probably.
is the buffer for it being like, it's not total garbage, but it's not good. It's somewhere in between not good and horrible.
Yeah. Okay.
E stands for it gives you existential thoughts. Right. So today's category is fast food. And right off the bat, we can see, here's our little list on the side, some real good ones and some real bad ones. And we're going to figure out which ones we like and dislike. And then whenever this episode is over, whoever watches can go down to the comments and tell us why we're wrong. Sound good?
I'm actually really curious how this is going to work out.
Yeah, someone's going to call us trash and tell us we have bad taste buds, I guess, for this episode.
Probably.
Otherwise, I think it's going to be fine. So let's just start at the top of the list here. Burger King. How do you feel about Burger King?
I like Burger King.
Oh, God.
I've always been a bit of a fan.
Really?
Yeah, my family tends to not like them. But I don't know. They've just got a unique taste to their burgers. Fries, not the best. And I can't say I care for much else on the menu. But
I genuinely thought we were going to agree on this one, but I think Burger King belongs in F.
Oh, no. A lot of people really feel that way. And
God.
I like the burgers. I do. I like it. They are the Burger King fast food restaurant, and their burgers are pretty good.
Okay, can I tell you a story?
You can.
One time I was on a lunch break of sorts, and I was like, I'm just going to stop at Burger King because they have, it's decently cheap. And I went in there and I got nuggets, and the guy who took my order, I told him I wanted nuggets and fries and a drink, whatever combo that is. And immediately, once he swiped my card, he walked back 5 feet and just grabbed a handful of nuggets from out of a tray and then put it on there. And then he got the fries, same deal, just grabbed it, a handful, and put it all in that little carton. And then he gave me my drink and he was like, there you go. It took all of 20 seconds. I was like, that was the most disgusting thing I've ever watched. Because they've probably been sitting there for 4 hours and they didn't taste good.
Let me explain your first mistake.
Oh, God. Okay. Tell me my mistakes.
This is Burger King. You got chicken. What are you doing? Bruh.
Okay, you know what? You got me there. But I've had a burger from Burger King recently, and they just kind of demolished it in ketchup, and I'm not a big ketchup person, so I think that kind of messed me up. But where would you put it? Just out of curiosity. Where on the tier list?
Not crazy high. Probably B. Maybe C, considering that we've got
D.
contenders like, Five Guys and whatnot on here.
Okay, yeah. Okay. You're going C?
I really don't feel like they're so bad as to be D, although I do know a lot of people dislike them, so...
Okay, well... Yeah, fine, we'll put it in C, but I'm not happy about it.
We can reevaluate based on the competition.
We'll do this.
All right. Okay.
And then we do have a tiebreaker prepared if if there's, we'll just leave the stars up there, and anywhere there's stars is where we disagree.
Well, I know where Burger King's going to end up now, but let's keep going.
Because you know who the tiebreaker is, and that they have decent sensibilities.
Wow. All right.
I'm sorry, that was mean.
We're slinging mud early, I see. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna fight in the parking lot next time we see each other.
The Burger King parking lot?
Yeah, dude, throw down at the Burger King.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Next up is Arby's. And I have a fun story that's actually a different podcast that I watched.
Oh, no.
And I'm going to... no, where would you put it first? Because I feel like my story is not my story, but the story I have is pretty funny. But I also don't agree with their opinion on Arby's.
Arby's is kind of weird because they've got a lot of things that I like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then they've got some things that it's just... Don't order it. Just don't order it.
Yeah, that's
Shouldn't
fair.
be on the menu.
Yeah.
But honestly, as far as fast food goes, so long as you stick to the good stuff, I mean, I'd say it's low A, high B.
Okay. I was right around there, A or B.
Okay.
I was watching the H3 podcast, who doesn't need any promotion, but I'm going to say it anyway. They had their host of the show, Ethan, order a meat mountain, which is just every type of meat that you can get at Arby's on a sandwich. And he took a couple bites and he's like, I think I'm ready to be a vegetarian. I was just like, you know what? That's a good way to go out, If you're going to stop eating meat, make your last thing the meat mountain from Arby's.
I mean, they have the meats.
They have the meats.
That's
for
the most
sandwiches.
important thing.
No one is paying us to say that, but we do want to get Arby's motto in there because they have the meats. Are we going A or B? I put S. I don't know why, but
I'm feeling
A.
We'll throw them in A. Throw them in A.
You gonna do like a low A, like down here, kind of A?
I figure just throw them into A, and we can organize them within the tier if we really want to get down to the nitty gritty.
That's true. That's a fair point. All right, Arby's is an A. Someone already hates us. Let's move on to Five Guys.
Five Guys, a little bit more expensive fast food.
That's true. You got a point.
But it's good, though.
It's pretty good, and there's a lot of... this is where you can customize what you get on your burger, right? I'm thinking of the right place? Okay, good. I was about to really get mad at myself if I was thinking of the wrong place. I don't go here a lot, but when I do go here, it's... Like you said, it's kind of expensive, so I don't make it a regular thing because I don't want to be broke by the end of the week.
Right.
But it's pretty good. I'll call it minor special occasion meal.
Okay.
It's like, hey, the college semester is over, the high school semester is over. Like, let's binge and eat Five Guys. I don't know. That's at least how I see it.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of get you. I kind of agree with you. For me, it was really not something that I ever ate just because it was, outside of my wonderful college budget.
Right.
But then my buddy was like, "You like burgers, right?" I was like, "Yeah."
You like
All right,
burgers,
cool.
right?
We're going to go to Five Guys once a month while you live with me. Oh, okay.
Once a month?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. I mean, it's oddly specific. I guess I don't see a huge
it's one of
problem with it,
5 restaurants within 30 minutes of their house, so,
Okay. That's fair. Okay.
Pretty good, though. Pretty unique experience.
That's true.
I've
had a lot of bad experiences there. Not bad experiences, but I've had some experiences there where I'm like, I felt kind of uncomfortable being there,
I mean, it's a little bit of a weird kind of atmosphere, but usually it's pretty pleasant for me, at least.
Okay. I'm thinking C, B, somewhere in there. Because it's pretty great.
I don't think I can throw them in C tier.
Okay.
I would say B is the lowest I would go. I like them a lot.
Okay.
For me, it's really the price that
Yeah,
kind of hits them down. They're one of the few places I can get jalapeno on
that's
my
true.
burger.
That's true. And jalapenos on a burger is grade A.
Right
Which
up
means
there with egg
Five
on a
Guys should be
burger.
grade A, right?
I mean, I was leaning towards grade A. The only thing that was pushing it down for me is the price.
Yeah, cons for me is like the price and the atmosphere, and I feel like if I go there by myself, it's strange.
Okay. I will say I don't go to Five Guys alone.
Yeah,
ever,
it's always
so.
like I said, like a small celebration kind of experience. Where it's like you're going there with a couple friends, you're getting like each a burger, and you split a large fry because it feeds like 20 people.
Oh well, let's not talk about that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Last time I went there, I was with a friend, and I was like, we can just split a large fry, right? And they're like, yeah. And then I told the cashier, I was like, can we just split a large fry? And they're like, a large fry feeds 6 people. And I was like, oh, small fry, please.
Yeah.
Are you a large fry on your own kind of guy?
Unfortunately, yes. I have chose to downgrade to a small fry on my own kind of guy.
Okay.
But occasionally, it's hard to pass up that
Those
full
fries are
bag of
pretty
fries,
fucking
man.
good too.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll put them in A. I'm feeling it now.
Okay.
5 Guys, as I slide it in between my pop filter. Again, I apologize for the microphone setup if it's strange when I get real close to the microphone like this. This is the new Tier List Tuesday ASMR section of the show. Will you give me your opinion on KFC, please? I hated that. I'm sorry. What?
I don't. Okay, well, see, I was gonna try to like ASMR you back, and you would think, being that I listen to a lot of ASMR, I would be capable of doing that. But I really, I don't know. I had
Something
nothing
about you saying you were trying to ASMR me back just sounded real. Like I got weirdly uncomfortable with that.
I mean, to
I
each
hate
their own.
ASMR, and I know you disagree with me when I say this, but ASMR is just like the most uncomfortable thing in the world to me.
That's all right. Next week, ASMR tier list.
Ooh.
No.
F.
All right. So hear me out.
KFC, yeah.
Bad.
It's pretty bad.
It's bad.
I agree.
I lower than Burger King. For me.
Yeah. I
don't know if
they're
E tier. I don't know. I feel like E might be too harsh.
Okay. I was thinking E, to be honest. Because the thing about KFC to me is like everything's pretty bland despite how much they hype up 11 herbs and spices or whatever.
Yeah.
Like the buckets are pretty good for, like family events and stuff, but you can just go to a different chicken place and it's better in my opinion.
That's the only thing that it was like making me think it couldn't be E, because
the bucket.
My family all the time when we have family gatherings, they're like, "Oh yeah, don't so and so's gonna cook," and then we show up and they're like, "Actually, we didn't cook. We got bucket chicken."
KFC.
So it's like
It just turns into like
okay.
a monster truck commercial. Sorry, family, we didn't feel like cooking dinner, and instead we got 11 herbs and spices from KFC.
I mean,
just like that.
You're not wrong. It's how it feels
I know.
sometimes.
That is the main thing about KFC though, is like no one really wants it. It's always just kind of like, well, I don't really feel like cooking. Oh, hey, KFC has a bucket for however many dollars.
Yeah, and there's a lot of other places where you can get the same stuff but better.
Yeah.
So,
which I don't know if they're on the list, but
we can say E. E.
E it is. Sorry, KFC, you're going to the E tier. Next up, we have Long John Silver's and immediate F for me.
Yeah, I don't do seafood, so I'm prejudiced. Sorry.
That's not even... No, I don't even blame you on that, but the thing about Long John Silver's is, like, if you go there and you order something that's not seafood, it still tastes like seafood. They just cook everything in the same grease. It's not good. Hush Puppies taste like seafood. Chicken tastes like seafood. Seafood tastes like shit. A little harsh, but you know what I mean.
Apparently, when I was but a wee babby, I used
Wee
to
Babby?
love Hush Puppies. Yes.
Hush Puppies are all right, just not from
But,
fucking Long John Silver's.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so let's move on. This one's kind of the controversial one for me. Subway. How do you
They've
feel?
Gone through phases.
Okay.
At one point in time, they had really high quality meats.
Right.
And I was a fan. I liked them a lot.
Yeah.
Subway was one of my favorite fast food restaurants to go to. Since then, it's gone downhill. Every Subway I've been to for the past 2 years.
Right.
And I really I'd say C tier. They're still not bad. They've got options, and I like a meatball marinara.
You're one of those people.
But
No, I'm kidding.
yeah, it's much worse than it used to be. At one point in time, I'd have probably just tossed them right up there with Arby's.
Yeah. I've come to realize, like, Subway is interesting to me because, like, sometimes you get stuff there and it is pretty great. And then sometimes you go there and you're like, why did I do this to myself?
Yeah, they also have that weird bit with, like, a bag of chips or a cookie. And there's only one correct choice there.
I'm going to guess that you get the cookie.
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't. And I always choose wrong.
Okay. No, that's fair. I feel like when I get my sandwich, I get chips and a drink. But then if I go there specifically for cookies, I'm pretty okay with it. Like, I don't want a cookie with my sandwich. I feel like that seems strange. Or if I want to splurge, I get both.
Well, see, that's kind of the weird thing for me. It's like, I feel like I don't want a cookie with my sandwich. But if offered just a cookie or just chips in absence of a sandwich, I would take the cookie.
Oh, of
every
course.
time.
Yeah.
But then they offer me cookies instead of chips to go with my sandwich, and I'm just like,
Nah, chips, man.
That's
Chips makes more
weird.
sense. It's a side for sandwiches. Chips and a sandwich.
Yeah, straight.
Okay, the other thing I've come to realize about Subway is the secret, if you will,
The secret.
is to just get every vegetable on your sandwich. And then you're full because you got every single vegetable on your sandwich. And it might, well, okay, I bar a couple of things because, like, I'm not a big fan of, pickles and jalapenos together on a sandwich.
Yeah.
So I get
get
jalapenos. But they're not charging you for the extra stuff. So you get whatever you want on there.
Well, two
And
things.
What's up? Go ahead.
One, I personally, there's only a select handful of vegetables that I really like to toss on a sandwich myself. But, I understand to each their own. So that's not really a super viable option for me.
Okay, that's fair. And you're not alone in that because, excuse me, I've talked to quite a few people about this, just about Subway in general, because I do like Subway. I'd put it in B, I'd say. It's up there. But I tell people, I'm like, I get just about every vegetable on there, and then I don't care about the fact that there's not a lot of meat. And then everyone that I talk to is just like, but I don't like vegetables, so, like, what do we do? And I don't know. There's just something about that where I'm like, I just get all the vegetables, and then you have a thick boy sandwich, and it's pretty great.
I mean, usually, if I get either a turkey or a meatball marinara sandwich, I don't really have any complaints about the amount of meat they put on there. That's usually
because you
solid.
get whole ass meatballs on your sandwich, whereas everyone else gets like a line of ham that's about the length of my fingernail.
Feels bad, man. I didn't know what it was like on the other side.
I get I stopped getting this. I used to get the chicken bacon thing, but
Chicken bacon Swiss.
I think so. I think it's called like the chicken bacon ranch melt or something weird like that. But
yeah.
I've since learned that their chicken is only like 30% chicken, and I also just don't eat a lot of pork anymore. Bacon there doesn't taste like regular bacon, but I just don't really. I don't know. I've grown out of eating a lot of pork, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. It's a weird thing, but I'm just like, now I'm like, well, what do I fucking like about that sandwich now? It's like the chicken's not very good, and it's also not very chicken, and the bacon's not very good and not very bacon. So, like, what's the point?
I completely understand where you're coming from there. That's actually one thing with the bacon craze.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of my preferences for bacon just like completely went out the window with that.
Right.
Because it just became too big of a thing, and now, whereas I used to get, a bacon double cheeseburger at, like Wendy's or whatever,
mm-hmm.
I don't. No bacon. Get that bacon out of here. We don't need that.
Right. So, all of that to say, Subway's pretty good in my opinion.
I think B's fine.
It felt like I was kind of roasting them for a minute there, and I do apologize for that because I do really like Subway.
Well, they kind of deserve it though. Like, okay, it's not. They don't deserve it because they're bad. They deserve it because they're worse than they were.
Yeah,
and they need to get back on their game.
That's true. Because I think I would have put them at A, or like I would have considered S at one point. Like Subway used to be a really big thing for me.
My stepdad would have thrown Subway on S as of like a year ago.
Oh, okay.
Without a doubt. Now, less so.
Mm-hmm.
But he was a Subway guy. It was the... So where do you want to go for lunch? Subway good with you? I mean, I guess.
And like
we
before
just
you
had
could
Subway
answer,
yesterday.
like, yeah, Subway.
Yeah, straight.
Yeah. No, I get it. Okay. Well,
right.
There are other sandwich places on our list that we'll get to, so we'll see how that adds up. But let's move on to Del Taco. This is a new one for me because I didn't really go to Del Taco until I started going back to school, because there's one right up the road, and someone was like, yo, let's go to Del Taco, and I was just kind of like, whatever. And I've really come to like Del Taco. It's pretty great. I like it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And same deal as Subway, there are other, or I should say there is another taco restaurant that I'm sure you can guess. But
yeah,
Del
Pollo
Taco,
Loco.
Yeah, is that on here? I don't think it's on here.
I hope not.
No. It's Pollo Tropical. I don't know if that's a local thing or not, but one of them popped up a while back, and I don't think it's been doing too well.
Yeah, I doubt.
Because it popped up right next to the Taco Bell, and we're like, well, you kind of messed up. Like, that's your fault. But Del Taco,
right.
How do you feel about Del Taco?
I've only been to Del Taco twice in my life.
Okay.
And both times my experience and thoughts were, it's like Taco Bell, but worse.
Oh, but worse.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, what did
but
you
I'm
get?
a
What was
big
your Del
Taco
Taco
Bell
order?
fan.
That's true. We're both we're some Taco Bell boys, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I think if you just get like a regular beef taco, Del Taco is better.
Interesting.
But it's also more expensive. They serve fries with their tacos, which normally I wouldn't be like, I'd be kind of whatever about, but they're not really that good.
Yeah.
So there's that kind of issue that I have. So, and the thing is like, if I get regular tacos from Del Taco, or if I get like those big nacho plates from Del Taco, it's, in my opinion, better than Taco Bell. But you're also paying more, and you're getting those garbage fries that are just kind of in the way to me.
Yeah.
So, I'd put it at like a B or C. It's not like incredible, but there are, it's good. There's just a lot of cons to it.
I don't have enough experience to really like shut them down. Like I said, I've only been there twice, and I think I got
You want to like
just
absolutely
basic
roast them?
tacos like both times.
You just got beef tacos, or
Yeah.
okay? And you didn't like them as much?
I mean,
They taste more natural to me. They don't taste like
the thing is, I don't get just beef tacos at Taco Bell.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
So I'm comparing, beef tacos at Del Taco to beefy five-layer burrito at Taco Bell, or nachos Belgrande, burrito supreme.
See, you're not going one for one.
Right.
You're not going taco to taco and burrito to burrito. You're going what's the best that Taco Bell has to offer compared to what is your experience at Del Taco, which is fine.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. It's hard for me to make the comparison. So if you want to put them in B, I'm fine with that. Me personally, I would say C.
We can put them in C.
But
I can stand that. I'm not a huge
But like I said, I've only been twice, so I feel like my opinion shouldn't drag this down too heavily, just because who knows? Maybe I need to get in there and try some other than just beef tacos, or maybe I need to just do a straight one-on-one comparison, tacos to tacos.
Tacos to tacos, yeah. I do recommend they have a big chicken nacho plate thing, which again is kind of one of those nachos. Feeds 2 people or whatever, but eat that by yourself. It's delicious.
Yeah, I was about to say, come on, man, you're talking to me here.
No, I mean even I'm I go there and I'd be like, I'm gonna get the party nacho platter or whatever they call it, and they're like, are you sure? Because this feeds 12 people, and I'm like, but it's price in consideration.
Yeah, of course.
Next up, we have Panda Express. Quite the roller coaster. We've gone from Subway to Del Taco to Panda Express. I think we've covered all the food groups with those 3.
All the food groups?
Yeah, all the food groups. Chinese, Mexican, and sandwiches.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Just so we're on the same page.
Yeah. I'm sorry. That was stupid. Panda Express, how do you feel?
Okay. I've never been to a good Panda Express. I've heard tales of mythical, legendary
I'm sorry,
Panda
you've never
Express.
You cut out a little bit.
I've never been to a good Panda Express.
Ooh.
I've been told they exist. I've heard people raving about Panda Express. But I've never seen one. And every one I've ever been to has been falling apart at the seams, ready to get shut down any moment for health violations.
It's just like the EPA shows up and they're just like, this place isn't good for the environment, so we're gonna have to shut it down.
Straight, I'm ordering my food, and I swear, the health inspector's just sitting there nah, bro.
The health inspector is the food.
I hope not.
So it's an S for me. No, I'm kidding.
All right, well, you know what? We can settle out and put it in D tier, because I'm thinking F, but S.
I think here's the thing, man. Panda Express, it feels like it tastes good, and then the before and after experience is horrible. And I'm not meaning I have to take a shit or anything like that. I just mean before I'm in there, I'm like, oh, I don't know if I really want Panda Express. And then I'm eating the food, and I'm like, this is okay. This is pretty good. And then, as soon as I'm done eating, I'm just like, why did I do that to myself?
Yeah.
It's so, heavy, it's greasy, which I don't think it's supposed to be.
That, I agree, 100%. Yep.
Are you feeling E? I don't want to throw it straight down to F, because I don't...
No, I mean, probably not. Because, like I said, I've heard tales of the mythical, legendary, good Panda Expresses. So I guess E.
So, new road trip idea, as I type this in. We just go to every Panda Express that has ever existed until we find a good one.
I don't know if that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Solid. Okay, yeah, let's move on. Jesus. Next up we have Zaxby's. Oh, a sad sigh of disappointment.
Zaxby's and me, we have history.
Ooh.
I remember.
Okay, bear in mind we're putting this on YouTube. You can't say anything that would not be family friendly to some extent. So if you're about to tell me about a love making session you had with Zaxby's, we're gonna cut it out. So me and Zaxby's were having sex. I thought you were just about to jump into like a 50 Shades of Grey with Zaxby's story or something. Yeah, so one time Zaxby's tied me up in a bed.
I had something I was gonna say, gonna make a joke, not YouTube friendly though. Let's just roll through it. Don't even worry about it.
All right, what's your Zaxby's story?
Back when I was but a young warthog.
A wee lad?
No.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Zaxby's was awesome because every Zaxby's had all these, old posters and things on the walls, just really interesting, cool stuff. They gave you a whole bunch of fries covered in seasoning. Chicken strips were pretty big, really. I remember it very fondly. And
okay.
I still like Zaxby's. Everything's still good. And they're... What is that thing called? I'll think of it later. They got a nice sandwich that I love to have for lunch.
Okay.
But they don't season the fries right. And the size of the chicken has decreased over time. And the prices have gone up. And now they're not even doing themed Zaxby's anymore. And it just feels like they've strayed too far from the path.
I want to point out that I feel like the handful of Zaxby's locations that I've been to in the last 2 years have not gotten rid of the stuff on the wall and stuff like that. I agree with you that the fries aren't quite as good and the chicken's gotten smaller, as weird as that sounds to say. But I see what you're saying for sure.
A lot of the newer Zaxby's I've been to have been going to like modern aesthetic.
That's right. They got out of the sports bar aesthetic and went to the Apple Store aesthetic. I've been seeing that a lot lately around here where I live. Is just like there's a McDonald's that opened up and a Panda Express actually, and they both have like hardwood paneling on the side of the building. And I'm like, what the hell is that? I don't want to walk into that and buy Panda Express. I want to look at the outside of Panda Express and think about what it's going to do to my insides. Well, Panda Express needs to be lower than eBay.
But there's the mythical good ones, man.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's our hypothetical documentary. Zaxby's. I gotta be honest with you though, man. As much as I agree with you, there's some pretty good things to eat in there.
Oh, there's
the
still
chicken's
good.
Pretty great. You just feel like they've gotten worse over time.
Yeah. So okay, at one point in time, they would have probably been S tier for me.
Really?
At one point in time.
Okay.
I loved it. Now, I guess potentially. I mean, you know what? I can't put them below Arby's. I'm physically incapable of putting them below Arby's.
That's a good point, actually. We didn't really even get into Zaxby or Arby's fries are like the best.
Yes.
And the buffalo sliders, and
they have so much good stuff, man.
Yeah. I'm glad they're up there. Let's put Zaxby's at A, because you can't put them below Arby's, even though technically now I'm putting
the sandwich, by the way, the kick and chicken sandwich meal. Oh baby.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah. I've gotten to a point where I just get something new at Zaxby's every time I go, and it's been an interesting experience.
They got some good stuff. I want to try their Caribbean jerk, whatever BS they got going on right now.
You mean chicken?
No.
One time I went there and I got a salad because I was on a health kick, which was dumb because I still went to Zaxby's. But that salad probably had like 500 calories, but it's fine. They gave me an egg roll with it. And I was like, you know what? I didn't care for it, to be honest, but props to them for coming up with something a little bit, unique, not just like, here's another chicken sandwich thing.
Yeah. I mean, I've had a chicken salad from Zaxby's once or twice, a salad, as they call them.
Yes. A salad.
They're not bad, really. I was
good.
pleasantly surprised by the salad itself. I didn't get an egg roll with mine, but maybe that was just based on the type of salad I ordered.
I think it was like a, like one of their specials or whatever that they do for a season type thing. All right, so next up we have Cookout. I don't know if Cookout's like, it's kind of a regional thing, right? Like it's not a U.S. Is there Cookouts in like California?
I don't know.
I'd look it up, but I don't want to leave the screen.
You don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Okay. Because if Cookout's a regional thing, and on the off chance that anyone from, I don't know, Wyoming hears this, try a Cookout next time you're in the southern area of the United States. It's really, really cheap, which I appreciate. It's a lot of variety in the menu. I'm giving away my answer a little bit. It's up there for me.
I'm going to disappoint you and say that it is not up there for me.
I mean, that's fine. I get it.
This is actually really interesting. Their locations are East Coast, but they're like, they don't go higher than like, I don't know, Virginia Beach, and they don't go lower than Wilmington, and they just stretch out from the East Coast west.
How far west? Because I feel like there's some in Texas.
Oh wait,
right?
no, I'm being bamboozled. I'm being absolutely bamboozled by their wonderful search here that doesn't auto-update. You have to actually search a new thing each time. Never mind. Okay. But they're all in
Texas, right?
No.
No?
Texas? I mean, yeah, maybe. Wait, no, they don't have any in Texas.
Really?
No, they got Alabama, Georgia, is that Kentucky? Yeah. Kentucky. Wow, this is such a weird... There's one in Maryland, let the record show.
Okay. So if you're in Maryland, try Cookout. It might not be as good in Maryland, actually. Which for you might be like horrible because you don't like it, I guess. But
okay.
Spit it out, man. What you got?
I was about to say, let me give you my little spiel here.
Yeah.
Cookout.
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot of things. And that's good.
Sure.
The problem is, they have nothing that I want to get at their place more than I want to get it somewhere else.
Oh, that's a solid point. I can see that. Because like, if you want to get like a burger, you go somewhere else. If you want to get a quesadilla, you go somewhere else. If you want to get onion rings, I don't know where else they have onion rings, but you could go somewhere else. Did your mic just cut out?
Purposefully, yeah.
Okay. Oh. Fuck. You just really don't want to talk to me. Even though I was kind of siding with you on that, I don't...
No. It was just background, interference.
Sure. So, yeah. But the thing about Cookout, to me at least, is like you get that little tray, right? And it's just like, hey, what entree do you want? It's like chicken tenders or a burger or like a chicken wrap. And then they're like, what side do you want? And it's like fucking quesadillas and more burgers. And like the sides aren't sides. You're getting like not a mini, but like, a slightly smaller than average burger and then a slightly smaller than average quesadilla and then a slightly smaller than average chicken wrap. And then you get like fries and a milkshake and it's like $4. It's stupid.
It's decent. It's cheap.
Yes.
It's the perfect place to go if you have a whole bunch of people that don't know what they want and you can't make a decision.
Also, side note, I don't think they close. Or if they do, they close at like 5 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
They stay open stupid late for all the drunk and hungover people. Which is, I think that's kind of their market, to be honest, because it's like pretty much everything there is fried. Like, I'm pretty sure they even could fry the milkshakes if they tried real hard.
I was about to say, okay, we're skipping over the one thing that they have that I actually genuinely really like.
Fucking milkshakes, man.
Their milkshakes are good.
They're so good, and there's so many different options. And you can like blend a bunch of flavors together and get some weird amalgamation of good stuff. Cookout's up there, man.
Where
would you
personally, I can't put them like higher than B. They're
Okay.
That's like as high as I can see them, just because, like I said, they have nothing that I want to go there to get except for a milkshake, and even then, there's other places that have good milkshakes.
Yeah, you got a point there. Because like I definitely see your point about like if you're just going there for one specific thing, like you could go to whatever place sells that thing you like.
Right.
Like if you really want chicken, you could go to Zaxby's or Chick-fil-A or whatever else. If you really want a quesadilla, you could go to Del Taco or Taco Bell.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what makes it so good is that if you can't decide what you want, you just go there and you get all of it.
If you can't decide what you want, you go there and you get a slightly lesser version of all the options that you could have potentially had the actual good version of.
Ouch.
That's how it feels
you're not offending
to
me. I'm just.
That's how it feels to me.
Okay.
I know a lot of people that love Cookout, really, and my aunt swears by the place, but it's just, I don't know.
Do you want to put it at C? Because I'll be honest, the con to it is like you're right. The food's not really great. It's stupid unhealthy for you. Like it's kind of like Panda Express, just made out of grease. Like the food's not wonderful, but it's like I said.
I actually like their quesadillas a lot.
Oh well, then what the fuck, dude?
But just their quesadillas, and even then, I'd rather just go to Taco Bell.
Okay.
Like I'm not going to go there to get their quesadillas, but if I'm going there, I'm getting quesadillas.
Okay.
Don't eat
now. Game plan: if you ever go there, get a tray with a burger, a quesadilla, a chicken quesadilla, and chicken nuggets, and then just throw it all on the burger. And you have your own Arby's meat mountain, but it's actually pretty solid.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, their nuggets kind of suck, in my opinion.
They really do. Okay. Maybe get the tenders, and because the tenders are just like not burnt to a crisp.
Indeed.
Also, peanut butter banana milkshake's pretty solid there. If you're an Elvis fan. So,
okay.
you feeling C, I guess? Because I can see it. Like the food's not really wonderful. I was hyping it up a little much, but just the fact that you can get all of that stuff in one place is pretty great to me.
C is fine by me.
Okay. Next up, we're at Firehouse Subs. How do you feel?
Honestly, I think they're Subway tier.
By Subway tier, do you mean S or do you mean B? Because Subway's at a B right now. You mean B. Okay. They're about the same for you?
Yeah, okay. So, Firehouse Subs, you pay more, you get something that's a little bit better. Not a lot of bit better. A little bit better.
Yeah. But you don't pay a lot more either, though.
And it's, fireman truck, whatever, themed, which is cool.
Donations, bro.
Yeah, they do ask me for donations, and I give it to them every time.
No, that's like I think like a very small percentage of their sales actually go to their local fire departments.
Yeah, but they also ask if you want to donate the last bit to local fire departments.
Oh yeah, you like round up your change or whatever.
Like, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
absolutely every time.
That kind of makes it, to me. I feel like I wouldn't put it at A, because like the food's no different. I was about to say the
Subway. Food's not good enough.
It's literally just a full-fledged step up from Subway.
I hate
the
to
cons
break
are still
our
worse
order.
and the pros are still better. What's up?
I hate to break our order, but Jimmy John's.
Oh yeah.
For me, Jimmy John's is
the best out of the sandwich places. Let's be real.
It's the A tier sandwich place, if not S tier.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put Firehouse right here because you did break the list a little bit, which I'm not too upset about.
If it wasn't for the fact that we're dealing with the sandwich places.
Yeah.
They're forcing my hand.
Right. No, I feel you. Because it's hard to talk about like why you don't want to give KFC an A when there's other chicken places, which I don't know if they're on here or not, but let's move on to Moe's. And Chipotle is right next to it. So I feel like that's I should have probably listed these in an order that's like, here's all the sandwich places, here's all the burger places. But here's the moment. We have Moe's and shortly after Chipotle. I'm not the biggest fan of Moe's.
I agree.
I don't know where I'd put it though, because it's not bad.
No.
It's
honestly,
go ahead.
It's not bad. I can't see it being below C tier because it's fine. Like it's good. There's nothing wrong with it. I like it. It's just not high on my priorities.
It's not bad. It's just kind of
Yeah.
Also, last time I went in there, like people always give them crap for saying, they all yell "Welcome to Moe's" or whatever.
Welcome to Moe's.
Yeah, and like I went in there over the summer last year because we were taking a lunch break from our little audio production course, and I went in there with a couple of friends, and as we opened the doors, I braced myself because I don't like when they do it, but I was expecting the "Welcome to Moe's," and so I braced myself like, all right, like don't let them yell at you like that. You can do I don't know. But I was just expecting it, and then I walked in and like no one said shit. It was completely silent. And I was like, "Oh, okay." And I went up to the start of the line to get my burrito or whatever, and like none of them were friendly. They were just like,
"What do you want? All right, what kind of meat? What kind of beans?"
And I was like, I like this. Like, thank you for not being overly fucking annoying about it.
Sometimes I feel that 100%. Like sometimes you don't like want that fake over the top,
Yes.
Not to diss Chick-fil-A here, but
my pleasure.
No, it's not. You don't enjoy this. I don't want you to enjoy this.
I remember when I worked in a sports bar, I used to have, like, whenever new servers would come in, I'd work in the kitchen. And so, like, if one of them did something for me, I'd be like, hey, thanks, because that's what you do. And there'd be a couple of servers, they'd be like,
oh, my pleasure.
And I'd turn on and be like, oh, you're a Chick-fil-A girl. I see how it is. Like, tell me more about Jesus. I don't know. We're off topic. Moe's needs to go to, you feeling C?
Yeah, C's fine.
C is... Because I'd put, I hate saying this, I'd put Chipotle at like B minimum.
I like Chipotle. I do.
Chipotle is great, dude.
I'm leaning towards A on Chipotle, if I'm being honest.
Okay. I 100% will go to Chipotle with A. Go to A with Chipotle.
But would you go to Chipotle with me
hard,
is
man.
the question.
What?
I don't know. You said go to Chipotle with A. Go to A with Chipotle. And I was thinking, but would you go to Chipotle with me?
Yeah, of course, man. No, I won't go to Chipotle with E.
Oh darn!
E is way too low on the tier list. I want to tell a quick Chipotle story because those stories are always super exciting. Like I ordered my burrito. I got a chicken burrito with no beans and white rice.
Okay.
And they're like, what else do you want? And I just started naming shit. I was like, I want veggies. I want corn. I want shredded cheese. I want sour cream. I want spicy salsa. And by the time I was done, the girl that was like wrapping my burrito, like she just ripped it clean down the middle. And she looked at me, she's like, do you want this rewrapped? And I was like, no, just take another tortilla and just wrap it in that. And she's like, okay, yeah, thanks. And so I got this brick of a burrito that like weighed more than I did at birth. And it was the best moment because I was sitting there with my friends and they were just like, dude, why does your burrito look like, like a small child. And I was like, oh, because I'm a genius and ordered everything at Chipotle. That's the thing about these places, man. When they tell you what do you want on your sandwich, burrito, whatever, you get everything. And then you have the biggest meal. Like, that thing will feed you.
If that's what you want, yes, 100%.
No, you get everything, man. All right, so Chipotle's in the A category. Moe's is in the C category. We wholeheartedly agree Moe's is not as good as Chipotle.
Yes.
Argue in the comments. Don't forget to dislike this video.
Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on.
No. I do want to take a second and say, as much as we hate hearing it so much, subscribe to the show if you like what you are listening to, and let us know what we should do for the next episode.
Every subscription is another one of our 7,000 videos in the making.
There it is. Yeah, for every subscriber, we make a new episode times 12. So when we get 700 subscribers, we get Zach quick math. What's 700 times 12?
A lot.
A lot of episodes. All right, cool. Thanks for taking that quick break with us. Let's go to checkers and rallies. Do you like checkers and or rallies? Down here, it's checkers.
Yeah.
Down here in the deep south, it's checkers.
I do like checkers. I do like checkers.
Do you? Okay.
For me, checkers is like Arby's meets Burger King. It's checkers to me.
Okay. Interesting, because Arby's is pretty good to me, and Burger King is not. So,
yeah, I mean,
bear in mind that Burger King is in a compromise spot because I hate it and you like it.
Right.
So, I don't go there enough to really say like. I'm kind of nonchalant about checkers because like there's not a lot around here necessarily in the specific part where I live. So, like when I go there, like it's pretty good. I'd put it at like a B, but I don't go there enough to have like wildly great experiences. I'm just like whatever combo this with the chicken sandwich or the burger, and I don't explore the menu a lot.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, my local Checkers just closed, so feels bad, man.
Oh no.
But
What's their
I
motto?
would say probably B.
B? I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Does checkers / rallies have a motto?
They used to have a jingle.
Oh, what was their jingle?
I don't remember it, but I used to.
Okay. Well, rest in peace to that motto. They're still around. They're just not where Yo-Yo lives.
Yeah.
Oh, next up, we're getting to the bottom. I feel like we need to move these up, but no, I'll worry about it later. Next up, we have Crystal, which is also a regional thing I've come to learn.
Indeed.
Yeah, White Castle is the non
Checkers motto, or Checkers, their motto's garbage. We don't talk about it. They only used it for like a year. Their jingle. You gotta eat.
Jingle? You gotta eat?
Yes, you gotta eat.
Rest in peace to that, because that shit sucks.
It was there was like it's like a 1 minute long song, and it's actually
don't
pretty catchy.
Play it, whatever you do.
No,
don't play
absolutely
it.
not.
Okay,
but,
good. Not because it sucks, but because we don't want to have to deal with. That's probably a copywritten thing, and if we do end up making money off of this somehow, also it's just bad practice.
It's good though. Everyone should look it up. So that they have that song stuck in their head that is no longer applicable because they haven't used it since 2001. Don't worry about it. But that jingle, but that jingle, it's good. It's real good.
2001. I thought you were gonna say like 2015 or something. Jesus
I could sing most of it myself
now
from
don't
memory.
Do it.
It's
no,
that
don't
good.
Do it.
It's a good jingle.
I mean, I believe you. Just don't do that. I'm scared. I'm scared of the copyright, the government, basically.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I would never jeopardize us that way.
Okay.
unless we were singing Jeopardy songs. That's totally.
No, they will copyright us so fucking hard. Jeopardy is one of the worst ones, if I'm not mistaken, like the Game Show Network shows.
That would not surprise me.
They will hammer down on some people about that.
I mean, it's a big part of their brand, you know?
Yeah,
so.
that's true.
All right,
how
so Crystal.
dare you promote our shows? Yeah, Crystal. What's Crystal's motto? I don't think they have one.
I'm sure they do or did at one point in time, and I'm sure no one cares.
Yeah, no. We're just going to say that Crystal's motto is, tiny food.
Stupid good.
And I want to give it a middle-of-the-road score, to be honest.
Their slogan is stupid good.
Okay, that's pretty... I'm okay with that. Because I describe stuff like that. Be like, bro, this is stupid good. I say that without kind of meaning to, but I still do.
Okay, so
Where does it go for you?
I'm not a huge Crystals fan.
Okay.
Where were you saying?
I was saying middle of the road, C, D. I'm up for any of those. It's not bad, but it's just like, the burgers aren't very good. Chicken sandwiches are pretty great.
That's not what you go... I mean, alright. You're not... For me, anyways.
Yeah, what do you get at Crystal?
If you're going to Crystals, you're getting either a steamer pack or their chili fries.
Okay. You mean like the sack? That's what they call it now? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the most unappetizing name for anything I've ever heard, but...
Well, I think it's meant to be. I think it's supposed to. I think that's part of the marketing, really.
Yeah.
You don't get it because you
good,
want like really, really nice food. You're getting it because you want to shove miniature burgers down your throat.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Fair enough. Also, I feel like they have pretty good fries, but it's been a while since I've gone.
They're
okay. They're not the curly fries there, are
they? They make really good chili cheese fries.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. I mean, yeah, you gonna go C?
I think C's fine.
Okay. C for Crystal. We
would real quick. I would like to say that I've avoided the Crystals where I live for quite a while now because I had a really awkward situation in which they gave someone else's order to me. And it was basically the exact same thing I ordered, but slightly different.
Okay.
And then part of the way through, they called the other guy up for the other order, and he, of course, noticed that something was wrong, and then got upset with me for not checking my order properly.
What?
And then got upset with them for giving me the wrong order. And then got the manager involved, and it was just a whole thing. And I'm just sitting there like, look, bro, they're Crystals. They're really not that different. You know what? You can have these and those, and I'll just buy some more. Like, don't even worry about it.
That's very kind of you.
But no, he was not having it.
Good. I've never understood people's mentality of like being angry at fast food places. Because it's like, dude, you're not... If you were like and God bless me for saying this is a nice restaurant, but if you were at like Olive Garden and someone messed your order up, it's like that's a little different because you're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
If you're going to like Taco Bell, your food's going to be ready in 3 minutes flat, and it's not like, don't make a big deal out of something being wrong. Tell them, but don't get upset,
Yeah, getting upset is a bit much, and I hate when people... you go in there, you paid $5 for your food, and then it's wrong, and then you start pressuring them for free additional things to make up for your suffering.
Yeah.
I hate people that do that.
And I had a buddy who, I won't say who it is, but a friend who said that they worked at Taco Bell. And he was like, nowadays, I'll go and I'll like kind of mumble my order through the drive-thru, and then I'll tell them it's wrong, and then they can't take my food back because I've already taken a bite out of it, so they'll just let me keep it, and then I'll get another order for free. And I'm like, you are a sociopath. You worked in a restaurant, and you still do that. Like, you are the worst. Yeah, and he's like, no, that's fine. I'm like, it's okay.
It's not hurting the employees. Just take it from the man.
Oh, I don't know.
The big corporate entities.
It's the employees I feel bad for, actually.
Yeah.
It's like if you're like, hey man, I didn't want lettuce on my burger, make me a new one. Like the employee is just like, dude, like, shut up. You didn't you said you wanted lettuce. You didn't say no lettuce or whatever. I don't know. It hurts my feelings because I'm like, I used to work in not fast food, but in a restaurant. I'm like, people that would try to do that stuff and just be like, dude, like you're not doing anything good for anybody right now.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
Side note, we have a problem here, not a problem here on the list, but a thing I've noticed. We have pizza, sandwiches, pizza. Do you want to get Jimmy John's out of the way so that we can do the pizza?
I was going to say, wait, I thought
trio?
we did Jimmy John's. Wait a minute.
No, we talked about it briefly because we agreed that it's better than most of these places.
It's
Subway
better
and
than
Firehouse.
Subway and Firehouse. It is the best sandwich place.
Yes, absolutely. Now, I don't want to put it at S.
I don't
because
either.
S
I don't
is
feel like
saved
it's that
for
much better.
two things in my head, and I think you know which ones they are because you know me pretty well. I definitely want to put it at A. Are you feeling that as much as I am?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Although my brain is now exploding trying to figure out what two things we have left you're going to want to put at S. Two things.
We'll scroll, and you can stare at it I'll give you
No,
10 seconds to look at that list.
I'm watching this on my own thing.
Okay.
You don't have to show me anything. Keep that up there for the people.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just watching the Skype screen.
I mean, I've got it
Anyway.
up so that I
Yeah.
can see what you're doing, but I'm also just got the tier list up myself so I can scroll around and, make all these little things pop up and distract everyone.
Oh, of course. Yeah, that's perfect. Love when that happens. I was wondering too because I saw it like up here, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And I was getting kind of upset, but I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah,
Now that I know
kind
it's
of
you, I
left
don't
it
care.
there.
Yeah, no, that's all good. So we got Jimmy John's out of here.
Yep.
So now we're at the pizza rounds. I have two of these that I feel like are pretty great, and one of them not so good. But let's start with Domino's.
Okay. Domino's is my go-to.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
What
is your before you get into that? I'm sorry to cut you off, but what is your go-to pizza order? Like if you're just ordering a pizza, no matter where it's from, what are your toppings? What are your preferences?
Okay. I'm a real basic pizza kind of guy most of the time, but I
Okay.
do have a specialty order that I like to throw in on occasion, which is a chicken jalapeno pizza.
Ooh, that's juicy right there, man. That sounds good.
It's real good.
Okay. I'm almost the polar opposite. I'm a veggie kind of guy.
Yep.
I'm a big fan of veggies on pizza. I'm also not a huge marinara person, so if I can swap that for like Alfredo, then I'll go for that. Chicken on pizza is really good. So chicken jalapeno sounds right up my alley, especially because I'm also a spice boy. But
Yeah.
Domino's is like middle of the road for me. It's I'll be honest. I think Pizza Hut and Papa John's are probably tied for my favorite. Domino's
Ooh.
isn't bad. Things have changed a lot lately, and actually, since you've been bringing it up lately with Subway and Zaxby's, Papa John's has gotten real downhill ever since. I guess ever since the Papa himself left the building, but I don't know, man. One thing at a time. Domino's. I'm assuming you'd put that at A.
Yeah, I mean A or B. It's my go-to
Okay.
pizza place. So
I don't like. The more I think about it, the less I really care about which pizza place I'm ordering from. Like usually, I'll just do whatever is closest to my house because that way I know I'm getting it faster.
I'm really
Technically.
curious about our next in line contender here because I have never been a fan of Pizza Hut. I mean, they're okay. They're not
Oh, you
bad.
cut out. You've never been a fan of what?
Pizza Hut.
Oh, okay. See, the thing about Pizza Hut is they have like their pizza's pretty good, but then everything else they have is also pretty great. So like if you're wanting more than just pizza, I feel like Pizza Hut's almost the way to go. Domino's is
Okay.
pretty great. They also have some bomb desserts, if I'm not mistaken. They have that cinnamon thing. Is that right? With like the dipping, it's like cinnamon dipping sauce.
The Cinnabon Delights,
Yeah,
I believe
yeah.
they're called.
Those
They
things
also
are
have
delicious.
chocolate lava crunch cakes, which
Oh,
if you're about some real rich chocolate, oof.
I don't know if I could handle that nowadays, but that does sound pretty wonderful. Where do you want to put Domino's? You gonna go B?
I can do B.
Okay.
Because I will say some of their meats and such are not the highest quality as far as pizza places have gone. The thing that keeps me sticking around is that their prices are really good and their free pizza system is real solid. Plus,
Free
you can save a
pizza
lot of
system.
money. Yeah.
Free pizza system.
You know.
Why is this not S, man? You get free pizza? What the hell?
Exactly.
How do you do it? What's the stipulation? It's like a reward system type thing.
You buy pizzas, after like 6 pizzas, you get a pizza for free.
Holy shit!
There have been so many days where I've been like, poor college student, I don't have money, I don't have food, I need something. Look online. Oh my god, I've got a free pizza from Domino's.
Gee, what size pizza? Is it a small pizza or
Medium.
medium? Okay,
I believe it's
fan.
a medium 2-topping.
huh? That's kind of incredible, man.
Yeah,
I'm a
it's,
little
it's
bummed
really
out.
good. It's been a lifesaver a couple
I
of
ate
times.
this stupid Totino's pizza that I got for like 80 cents today, and now I'm kind of wanting better pizza. Better
Yeah.
ingredients. That's Papa John's. But before we get to that, let's go to Pizza Hut.
I mean, if I'm not mistaken, Pizza
Yeah.
Hut has really good, like, thin pizzas. Thin crust? Yeah, thin crust pizzas.
Yeah.
I like their thin crusts a lot.
I'm a thick crust boy, so, and I do like Pizza Hut. Just their pizza in general. It's pretty great. But the thing that sells me is like they got wings. I think they have like sandwiches there still.
They
I
do
don't know
have
if that's
pretty good
still a thing.
wings. I've had their wings before.
Yeah.
They're all right.
Wings are solid. I don't know, man. Well, you know what? Let's just put them side by side.
Okay.
How do you feel about this? We'll oh damn it, that's not what I meant to do, but that's all right. We'll put Domino's asterisk, Pizza Hut asterisk, and then we'll have a tiebreaker decide which one's better.
Yeah.
Okay. Papa John's. The controversial one. The punk rocker of the group, if punk rock was like somehow racist. Because I mean, let's be real. That was the thing, right? Was Mr. Papa John Shatner? Shatner, I think his last name was.
I don't know.
Yeah, he was asked to leave the company, and now it's like I think it's like fucking Shaquille O'Neal is now the new Papa John, which is incredible to me. It's my favorite thing in the world, but. Papa John's used to be like, I would have put them damn near S. They had so many good pizzas,
They
which
were
they
the
probably
best by
still
far.
have. Yeah, I don't know what happened, man, but like, I think a little before Mr. Papa left the company. I'm sorry, something about calling him Mr. Papa just that got me.
Mr. Papa.
I don't know. It's just so before Mr. Papa left the building, it started to kind of just, I don't know what happened, man. Like they just weren't doing it the same way they used to, or something happened.
Well, they did this thing where they were like, we're upgrading to even better ingredients. This is like a big change. We're increasing our quality even more, and it was a lie.
Oh,
They basically did the opposite, in my opinion. Like, I don't know what it was, but to me, it just got worse around the same time as they were doing that campaign. Meanwhile, Domino's, which used to be really like second rate, brought themselves pretty much up to par with
Yeah.
Papa John's, and Pizza Hut. I'm not as in tune with, but they definitely have gotten better over time as well, because they used to be like a greasy, nasty mess.
Okay. Someday we should go back and like the next time we're hanging out in person, we should just order one pizza from all of these companies and just let it be. Like whoever wins wins.
Honestly, not a bad idea, because there's some stuff that I'm just
Better yet, let's just order the main item from all of these places. Let's get the Arby's roast beef sandwich, the Five Guys whatever burger with all the ingredients. And just go down the entire list of all like 28 or whatever we had. 25, I think. And
somehow, some way, this is getting really expensive really fast.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how it happened.
It's only going to cost like $3,000. So like,
well, we best get that ad revenue then.
Oh yeah. This episode is brought to you by us. So Papa John's. Where would you put it? Nowadays, I'm kind of feeling like C, maybe even D. Because like for a while, like I was thinking about it, I was like, it was my favorite for a long time, but that nostalgia doesn't add up to anything. It used to be great, but nowadays it's not.
Yep, I pretty much agree. They're fine. I really don't think they're worse than Domino's or Pizza Hut now. But then again, that's just their pizza. I don't know about their other stuff. I don't really get anything.
Oh, that's true.
Any side items of any kind from Papa John's.
It's been a while since I've thought about Papa John's. I think they have like pasta and...
Yeah, they do,
Yeah.
which is weird.
Well, let's just leave it at B and leave it at a 3-way tie and...
Yeah, I'm sure our tiebreaker is gonna upset everything and ruin the whole bit there. Because
I mean, you know what? That's okay. That's
Is
what they're
it?
there for. We can't.
Yeah, okay.
If we can't decide on something, that's what the tiebreaker's for. I'd say let's
Okay.
just have a third person on the show full time, but that's a little that's difficult, you know?
No, I think
Because that becomes like, what if
keeping it
all
this way
three
is
of us
better,
disagree? Yeah.
because then we have we can have different tiebreakers. We can bring in an expert, basically.
Can bring in a sandwich expert.
I mean,
What
yeah,
do they call
straight.
it? A sandwich artist. That's what I was looking for. To tell us that Jimmy John's is right and we are correct. We're getting down to what I would consider to be the most renowned after this one.
Yeah, there's a few.
Sonic.
I'm not a huge Sonic fan, but they're really interesting.
I don't like Sonic. I feel like it's kind of like how you described Cookout, where it's like they have all this cool stuff, but like you wouldn't go there specifically for what they sell.
Yeah, I mean, to me, okay. I have a couple of friends that I know that they've got their specific Sonic items that they can only get at Sonic, and they love them.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I personally don't really get it. So I think C is fine. I think C is actually like spot on for Sonic. That seems
Okay.
good. With Burger King and Cookout, yeah, that fits right in 100%.
It almost feels weird having Del Taco in C now. I know it's there. So
I can kind of, I actually can kind of agree with you. Actually.
Oh, really? You
Yeah.
want to move Del Taco to B?
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay. Boom. Del Taco, you've been raised up. God bless. Because I do like Del Taco quite a bit. And there's nothing like... It's weird because like once you start to fill out the list, you look at it and you're like, well, this doesn't belong with this, you know?
Yeah, I mean, well, especially once you get like a decent number of things in a category, you get a feel for like, what do these guys have in common? Why are they here? What is
Right.
putting them in this place? And Del
Yeah.
Taco just doesn't... It just didn't fit in. There's nothing wrong enough about Del Taco to put it with, Moe's.
Oh, man. Someday we're going to shit on someone and then 15 episodes later they're going to sponsor us and it's going to be magical.
I really hope so.
All right, so again, we're at the heavy hitters now. I have to scroll down a little to get to these, but McDonald's. Never heard of it.
Right. Yeah, okay.
Oh man.
Okay. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I think McDonald's is a very important niche.
niche.
Yes. I don't think... I think McDonald's gets A. Not because it's good, but because it is McDonald's.
No, here's the thing, man. Don't take their reputation into hands like that.
No, but it's,
when
it's
Subway,
not their reputation. It's it's the role they fill in society.
I mean, yeah.
They're not just a restaurant.
They're an Olympic sponsor.
Well, I mean, yes, but they're an icon.
Yeah.
And people go to McDonald's. McDonald's is the fast food place. It's you take your kids there and get them the Happy Meal. Why? I don't know, because you don't care about their health. We don't talk about it. That's not the important part.
Jesus Christ.
When you're driving late at night and you've been on the road for hours and you're real hungry and you're looking for a place, you know what is open? It's McDonald's. They got the gosh darn golden arches lit up bright just for you, my fellow American.
Okay, so let me interject with this.
Sure.
Their food's kind of shit, though.
Yes.
So we can agree on that.
Absolutely.
The reputation's good, but does it deserve the reputation that it has currently? I can understand at the time they were a big deal because burgers were like 8 cents and you got them in a minute and everyone's like, this is incredible. And they pioneered fast food to some extent, or it ran because, some other company walked, I assume. But today, in your own preference too, that's a big part of this is like, how do you feel about it?
Okay. So I don't go to McDonald's unless I'm feeling like McDonald's. If I'm in a McDonald's kind of mood, if it just feels like a McDonald's kind of day,
sure,
you can rest assured. I'm gonna slide right into McDonald's, and I'm gonna get big old thing of chicken nuggets and French fries. Slather those with honey mustard and ketchup, respectively.
Wait, no, which one? Honey mustard on your nuggets, right?
Yeah, I mean the French fries
Ketchup
could go in
on
the
your
honey
fries.
mustard, but I don't want the nuggets and the ketchup. Is the thing.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Anyways, the important thing here is that their food is garbage, but it's special garbage.
Go ahead.
It's special garbage. It's not just... They are the prime garbage fast food place.
Something about calling them prime garbage makes me feel like it should be in like D.
The thing is, I feel like while they are bad, they are the king of bad. And therefore, they're A. Because they have beaten out all of the bad, and they are now good by comparison. Not because they're good, not because they fit in with the good, but because they're better than all the ones they're supposed to beat.
I think we're gonna have to disagree on this one, man.
Oh no.
Because I feel like, okay, first of all,
sure.
I see what you're saying, that, like they have this image, this reputation, they're like a, billion-dollar company or whatever they are.
Of course.
And they have, in all respects, earned that. But at the same time, man, like, it's not good. It's not good food. It's not ever a good experience when I go in there. Their breakfast is pretty good, but that's about all I can give it.
But when you're making your midnight drive to warn that the British are coming, where are you going to stop?
I'm probably not going to stop if the British are coming, man, especially if we're like right in the middle of a revolution. Am I Paul Revere in this, or am I just a dude? Because
look, they're riding horses. You got a car. Don't worry about it. You got time.
So you're saying that if I'm driving in my car and British are coming on horses and I'm trying to let somebody know, yeah, I'm not fucking stopping at McDonald's, dude. That's just not gonna happen.
Wow. Okay, but you're hungry.
I'd just Taco Bell.
Maybe I'm off base about this. Maybe I'm in the wrong. Maybe my judgment has been clouded by all the propaganda
I mean, I hate saying it this way, man, because I feel like you're pretty strongly opinionated about McDonald's, but I don't think you're thinking of their food. I think you're thinking of the fact that they've, had the reputation that they have, which, don't get me wrong, is extremely impressive.
Okay, let me give one little quick story,
Sure thing, man. Go ahead.
and then we'll settle this out somewhere.
Okay. Probably in the parking lot of McDonald's next time we fight. Hopefully
Most
a
likely,
Burger
yes.
King's nearby.
But that's okay. It's all right. We'll
ahead.
make it
What's
through
your-
this.
What's your thing?
All right. So, I went to a wedding.
What a weird way to start a McDonald's story. I'm sorry, just like...
The wedding had real fancy food,
Sure.
and it was good. But I'm not a fancy food kind of guy, okay? And after I left that wedding, which, we were there for a while, and it went on for a while, so I was actually getting kind of hungry, and I had like an hour and a half drive home. I went to go, leave, and I was like, you know what? I think I need some, trash food to balance out that fancy food.
Okay.
So I stopped at McDonald's, like you do
Sure.
on your midnight drives. And I walked in and I got nuggets and fries because that's the standard for me.
Okay.
And those nuggets were crisp. They were so good. And those fries were glorious.
So we're gonna put an F, right? Because like, no, I don't know, man.
Realistically, where are you talking about putting it on this list?
Dude, I'm kind of thinking C or D. Dude, I don't like McDonald's. I don't go there because every time I go there, I feel like it's not a good experience. It's always a little bit bland. I think the biggest, and I'll say it's the biggest upside because it's probably the only upside, is that they have that value menu, which is solid.
I will say prices are not as good as they used to be, for sure.
Yeah, that's another thing. Is like Big Macs are not big, and they're like $6, and it's like it's not what it used to be. Not that I was really alive in its prime or anything like that, but it's just like it's
we
not
can put
great.
it in D because D is empty.
Do you
and
want to
it
star
deserves-
on McDonald's?
Nah. Well,
Are you-
yes.
Okay,
I mean, 5 golden stars actually.
hold on, I got you. Let me just let me get this. Yeah, so
Just so we can denote that McDonald's is actually a 5-star restaurant in disguise, but whatever.
where's my my? Oh, I see it. Okay, hold on. Let me just let me grab this, and then I can do this, and boom.
I knew
Fuck, that's not what I
McDonald's was-
wanted.
Oh,
Son of a
oh wow.
bitch. No, I don't want the whole thing to be. All right, never mind. I'm done with this.
That's
it gets
fine.
5 stars because you want it to have 5. I think that's only. Is that 5? I'm blind as hell, dude.
That's 5.
That's 5. Okay, cool.
It's 5.
So let's get off of McDonald's. I'm feeling sick just talking about it.
Okay.
Dairy Queen. This is a toss up for me.
I have a harsh opinion on Dairy Queen.
Go for it. What's your opinion?
The food is bad. It's not terrible,
Mhm.
but it's not good. I would put it in D tier for the food.
Okay.
But the ice cream, they're probably they're my favorite soft serve ice cream place for sure. And they're
What about
probably
hard
my
serve ice
second
cream?
favorite.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
They're probably my second favorite ice cream place overall.
Okay.
If we're rating them for their food alone, like I said, D tier, 100%. But if we're rating them for their ice cream combined with the food,
yeah,
I can't
rate it
put
over
them below
everything
B.
that they have, or at least everything that you can think of at the moment that they have.
I'd have to give them B just because the ice cream is so good. You can't I would say the ice cream would put them in S tier if they were just an ice cream place, but because they sell food that's D tier, I'll put them in B.
Well, they wouldn't be in the fast food category if they were just an ice cream place. We don't have like Cold Stone
That's
on
true.
here.
Cold Stone's not here. Brewster's not here.
Right.
Yeah.
You're feeling B.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. I wholeheartedly agree with you, but I also like the food. So I'm going to say B. The food's okay. It's not.
I don't hate it.
Yeah. It's not Five Guys burgers, but like the burgers are pretty good. It's not Zaxby's chicken, but the chicken's pretty good. And it comes with that gravy dipping sauce, which is...
I guess I could say I could put it in like C for the food and then S for the ice cream. And so, B still.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, I'm good with B if you're good with B. Because honest to God, like it has a weird reputation of like you don't get it for the food, obviously, because it's an ice cream place. It's called Dairy Queen. But the food's not bad. It's not bad.
The funny thing is, the more friends I've made, the more I've realized that people actually go to Dairy Queen for the food as well as the ice cream. And honestly, that kind of blew my mind the first dozen times.
I remember, I don't remember. We used to have like some sort of family tradition, but we'd always stop and get Dairy Queen for ice cream, like after our excursion of some sort. And it would be, I'd get the frozen hot chocolate blizzard thing, which was, it sounds like it's just a chocolate shake, and it kind of is, but it has like a hot chocolate, I don't know, it's like a really strong chocolate taste, and I loved it to death. Now that I'm a healthy boy, or attempting to be, don't think I'd go for that, but it was good. It was one of my favorites. I also am a big fan of the Heath Bar Blizzard. My grandma got that one day, and she's like, "Oh, you'll like this. Try it." And I was like, "This is the shit. It is delicious."
Blizzards are fantastic.
Heath in general is just a really good kind of coffee-ish taste.
I don't like Heath on its own, but it makes pretty good Blizzard.
That's fair. No, I'll eat a Heath Bar on its own though. It's some good shit.
Yeah, I don't do coffee, so.
Oh, that's right. So we can't do a coffee tier list, but that's okay.
I mean, we could, but,
You'd just be like, F, 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 F. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, probably E.
That's fair. All right, so we're down to the last three. And I know where this one's going, but I'm going to say it. Yo-Yo, what is your opinion on Taco Bell?
Okay, so here's...
Go ahead and type it yourself if you want to, because I know where it's going. I know where it's going.
Here's the issue.
Oh, no.
It's just, I mean, it's so gosh darned terrible.
What?
I can't stand Taco Bell at all.
I can't tell if you're joking or not.
It is the worst thing.
Oh, no.
Wait.
You've put it in there twice.
Oh, no, it's exploding.
Is it double
Hold
bad?
on. No, things have gone bad. Hold on.
No. Should I have just typed it in there myself?
No, I was trying to do a fancy maneuver. It's just so terrible. I cannot stand it at all in the slightest.
Yep. Okay. Great. There it is. You kind of like messed up the whole format of the tier list, and like now this is white, but that's okay.
No, I
can fix that. Hold on, let me just click this, and then I can just click that. There we go. All right, problem solved. It looks good. Yeah. No, obviously, we I knew this was coming. We're fucking nerds for Taco Bell. I don't know what it is about Taco Bell that's so good, but there are very few bad things about Taco Bell. And are you there?
Yes, of course.
Okay. I heard some white noise and got nervous.
Do
you want to hear a fun story about Taco Bell that a friend told me about?
Sure.
For reference, it was the same person that I mentioned earlier that said that they would go to the drive-thrus and like ask for not having something, and then they'd tell them that they got the order wrong, so they'd get another one for free.
Of course.
So this guy, and again, not going to say his name, but he said he worked at a Taco Bell. And I was telling him that I fucking love Taco Bell. Like, it's one of my favorite things. So he kind of, like, he looked over. We were driving. I was driving. He was in the car. And he looked over at me for a second. He's like, I told him my go-to Taco Bell order was whatever that $5 box thing is that they do, whatever the deal is. And then I would get one of three things on top of that. Either a cheesy gordita crunch, a Crunchwrap Supreme, or a quesarito. And he looked over at me and he's like, hey man, do you want to know how they make the quesarito? And I looked back over at him and I said, fuck no. Do not ruin that food for me. It is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. And if you tell me how they make a quesarito, I'm probably going to be sad. And I don't want you to ruin my day.
Exactly.
I was like, I know that they probably have some weird, like, fucked up processing system back there. And I don't care. It's good. I like Taco Bell. Don't ruin this for me.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, it's so many people make a big deal about, you know, they're like, oh, it's just so nasty and whatnot. It's like, okay, does it taste good?
Well, yes.
Do you enjoy it?
I mean, yes.
Okay.
All right, then shut up. Like,
So it's great, right? And they're like,
no.
yeah, but I mean, just look at it. It's terrible, and it always messes up my stuff. Sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah, it's like, all right, don't eat it yourself. Don't tell me how to
I
live
just
my
realized
life.
that you put all these in here in all caps, which
Oh, it's fine, man. Don't even worry about it.
I really didn't even cross my mind.
It's all good. I've just left the caps lock on my keyboard for weeks.
Oh.
That's why I forgot to get rid of the tab, but Google Docs dark mode is in all caps because I just don't ever take the caps lock off. Anyway. So Taco Bell makes the S tier. Finally, after 23 other options. That was the one that was going to make it. And I knew it was.
And just as a disclaimer, this isn't because they are the absolute best like fast food restaurant
Yes,
that's
they are.
ever existed.
Yes, they are. They totally are.
It's because they're the
Taco
best
Bell
at what
ASMR.
they do
Yeah.
by a long shot.
And here's the thing too, like they make new stuff for their menu pretty consistently. And 95% of the time it uses the same fucking ingredients and it's still delicious. Taco Bell, S tier. And we are moving down to the next thing on the list, which is Wendy's. I'm gonna be honest, I don't love Wendy's. I don't know where I'd put it though.
I had a feeling that you were going to say that.
Yeah. You know me.
Which is I like Wendy's.
Okay.
If Domino's is my go-to pizza place, Wendy's is my go-to like traditional fast food place.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Their burgers are perfectly fine. Fast food burgers, like nothing wrong with them.
Yeah.
I honestly, I would say they're definitely more approachable than Burger King burgers.
Such a weird way to say it, but I get what you mean.
Well, a lot of people like have problems with Burger King burgers, so I would say Wendy's is definitely more, just all good, and they're not like as questionable as a McDonald's burger.
Yeah. I think I should take a minute to say this because it's just now starting to click in my head. Is that I don't really think I'm a big fast food burger person.
It kind of seems that way based
Yeah.
upon the trash tier McDonald's, the low tier Burger King.
Well, here's the thing, man. Burger King is gross no matter what you fucking get there. McDonald's is I don't think it deserves to be below Burger King, and that's why there's stars next to those. But we'll figure that out.
Yep.
I would argue to put McDonald's at C, actually, now that we're here. Because I know you like
Okay.
McDonald's, and I don't think it's not good, but it's passable. Now that I'm thinking about it, so let me go ahead and throw this up here, and I'll still put the stars next to it so that we can yell at each other in a minute. But that's 5,
Okay.
right? Yeah.
I can't see it currently, so
No, that's
Trust
all
me.
right. Yeah. So when it comes to burgers, I kind of feel like it's just not my go-to thing to get at places. Usually I'll get like a chicken sandwich or
I understand that. And I will say Wendy's chicken sandwiches are not particularly great.
They do have
The
that one
chicken nuggets
spicy
are
one
really
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the nuggets are good too.
And their fries are, in my opinion, the best of the, Burger King, McDonald's group fries.
Yeah.
And Frosties.
Oh, true. Forgot about those.
For me, Wendy's is A tier.
You know what? I'm with it. They've had some pretty solid sandwiches there. Burgers are pretty good from what I remember. It's been a while since I've been to a Wendy's, but Frosties definitely are a big selling point. The fries, they still doing the sea salt fry thing? Because when I had those, they were the bomb. So I'm with you. Wendy's, A tier. I'm a fan.
They also have a great social media, so
I saw they did a Reddit AMA, which is where people can just ask whatever they want, and it was the Wendy's Twitter team that was answering all the questions. And so I was cycling through the questions, and one of them was like, someone was like, "How can I get hired here?" And they like, "I have no social media experience whatsoever, but my friends call me the Beef." And the Wendy's Twitter team was like, "You're hired. Like, welcome aboard." 20 minutes passed, and I saw someone else had asked, "How did you get this job?" And then the response was, "I asked them if I could be hired on a Reddit AMA because my friends call me the Beef, and here I am." And I was like, my fucking head exploded. I was like, that is, you guys are geniuses. Like, it was just so beautifully timed. Like,
that's awesome.
Oh, it was great. It was one of my favorite things I've ever read on the internet. Oh, and the other one, someone asked, like, are your feuds with other fast food restaurants really a thing, or is it all just for a marketing ploy? And their response was, all of our beef is 100% real. So, again, pretty solid.
Oh, yeah.
So we can move Wendy's off of this list, and we have our last contender, Chick-fil-A.
I think you're about to say something that's going to make me sad.
You're damn straight. I'd put it at S, man.
Oh, my God.
Chick-fil-A is... Okay. We've probably had this same debate off camera, off screen, whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
I have never had a negative experience at Chick-fil-A. It's all the food has always been held to a certain standard, which isn't like, it's not like the food has to be incredible, but it's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Everyone there is always super polite. I know you insulted the My Pleasure as well as I did. But dude, like the food holds up really well. The experience is nice. The places are always clean.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't, I know you're saying like it feels like a fake politeness.
Yes.
But, like when you're having a bad day and you go in there and you get a spicy deluxe with pepper jack cheese and a chocolate shake, and the people are just super polite about it and they don't think you're fat because they're forcing themselves to smile. It's kind of a nice experience, man. What's your stipulation? Because I and I'm not saying this to be like super intense or anything, but I can't think of a single like con or negative to the experience of going to Chick-fil-A.
I got a lot of hot takes here. Okay. Firstly, waffle fries, not that good. Not that good.
Oh,
they're
I'm a
strictly
fan.
Worse than Arby's fries.
Arby's fries are better. I'll give you that.
I would say that they're. I would honestly say that Wendy's fries are better.
Wendy's fries
really
are better
don't care for
than
waffle
Chick-fil-A?
fries. Yep.
Who do you think has the best fries out of those three? Arby's. Wendy's. Okay, I was gonna say. I would say Arby's does have the best fries in the game.
Yes.
But the Chick-fil-A ones aren't bad because of that.
They're not bad, but honestly, they're like a step up from Burger King fries in my head.
Oh, ouch!
But they're really not great. Like they're okay.
Okay.
Their chicken, it's good. They hold it up to a good standard, like you said. It's
Here's
good.
the thing.
Their chicken biscuits, oh my god!
Breakfast is incredible at Chick-fil-A.
I don't like their shakes.
Really? I
do
thought
not
you were
like
going to
their
be like a
shakes.
super fan of the shakes. I thought you were about to say that was the upside.
No, I actually cookout shakes are better.
Okay, that's fair. Cookout shakes are
Um,
phenomenal.
I feel like the atmosphere is a lot of times fake. I feel like they're really overhyped,
You know, let me interject.
and they're
real quick
always
since
too
you-
busy. Although
Oh,
they deal with being busy like no fast food restaurant
Yes.
I've ever seen. So props to them for that.
Can I point something out? You mentioned
ahead.
it feels like a fake atmosphere.
Yes.
I 100% agree with that, but it's never felt like an eerie, awkward kind of fake. It's just kind of like, okay, this place is super Christian, but some of the people that work here probably aren't. That's how I
mean,
feel. And it's like, it's not such a bad thing, but it's just like, these people are probably like asked to pray before their shift starts, and I don't think they really want to do that. That's just how I consider it, though. I don't know if that's really how it is, but that's just the kind of vibe I get from it. I don't think about it too much. And maybe that's the problem.
I'm a very casual kind of person.
Right.
And so I really don't like when people are taking a very casual situation like a fast food restaurant and then making it that slight bit formal by just being over the top with, courtesy.
Okay.
Now you can go too far in the opposite direction, of course. Oh no, what is that place in Atlanta?
The
What do
varsity.
you have?
Varsity.
Varsity. Cannot stand the varsity.
That's not formal enough.
It's okay. I don't want to be treated like a vagrant coming off the street.
Well, hey, man, like a lot of the people that go there are.
Yeah. But they treat you as such with no courtesy at all, and I hate it. Whereas
That's a fair assessment.
Chick-fil-A is the opposite side of the coin. It's over the top to the point where like you place your order and they're just super happy about it and smiling and making little comments and chit chat and whatnot, and you're just like, look, dog, I'm just here because I was hungry and y'all got good chicken. Here's my money. Give me my food. Thank you very much. I'll take some ketchup. Peace.
Well, that brings up an interesting point in my head. If we were to do, like, let's say restaurant chains where you sit down and eat, like sports bars and that kind of thing. When you sit down at a restaurant, does that make a better experience for you because you know you're going to be there? Like, is it the fact that you're at a fast food restaurant? Is that what makes it uncomfortable that they're like chit-chatting with you and stuff like that?
No. Because even okay, it's if I go to a sit-down restaurant,
Mhm.
I still don't want my server to be like over the top about things.
Okay.
I want them to be able to have a casual conversation with me.
Okay.
That's all I want, man. I'm not looking to. If I feel like they are pressured and stressed and really trying hard to impress me, then I feel under pressured and stressed because I feel like I should be worthy of being impressed by them when really I'm just a guy in some jorts and a t-shirt. Come here for a little bit of food, man.
Okay. I don't want to say this in a way that might sound offensive to you, but I think you're blowing it a little out of proportion, man.
No, I
'Cause-
mean,
I've never had that bad of an experience with Chick-fil-A where I'm like, these people are being too uncomfortably happy. Well, it's like I'm
No.
sure like on the inside, like they really wish that they could just step out and smoke a cigarette, but smoking is illegal in Chick-fil-A. So they
I
just
mean,
can't.
I've had a couple of like really like they're like super over the top, courteous,
Mhm.
and then you just be super casual back, and then they're like, oh, and just get a
their
little
guard
bit more
down.
casual with you, but they're
Yeah.
like looking around, making sure nobody hears them.
Oh man,
I've had some fun experiences like that, but
I've definitely had that happen over the drive-through, where I don't know if they can I don't know if they see your car at certain drive-throughs, or if they have like a camera of some sort, but like sometimes I'll hear them like very formal, welcome to Chick-fil-A, my name is this, how can I serve you today, or whatever they say. And I'm just like, yeah, can I get a number 2 deluxe? And they're just like, oh, this dude's probably just like bored or, like doesn't care. And I think if you initially give them that feeling of like, I need to be formal to this person, then they might do it. But I've never had that experience, mainly because I keep wearing like death metal band shirts every time I walk in there.
I mean, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the problem.
No, you're not the problem.
And I give
the
off
customer's
an
always
aura
right.
of super formal somehow in my jorts and a t-shirt.
I was going to say it's the jorts,
but,
man. The jorts are making you way too formal. They probably think you have like 4 kids.
The other thing is I have had many situations where I want to go to Chick-fil-A and they're just like wrapped up around the building, and
yeah,
I know the line will move fast, or I could go inside, but I just don't want to deal with that many people. It pushes me away.
I can get that, because like there's rarely a time when Chick-fil-A is not packed, especially the ones that like there's one near where my school is that it doubles as the dwarf house, I think it is. So it's like there's also like the sit down, have a menu aspect to it, which I've never had that experience, and I don't really plan to anytime soon, but I can see where that would, make it a little busier. But you're right, like even at normal Chick-fil-A's, like even the drive-thru is just wrapped around the entire building, and it can be a little hectic.
Yeah.
So you don't think the food is worth that aspect of it. Plus the formality, the fake formality.
The food is pretty good. I literally, I would say for the food, A or S tier.
Yeah.
They're chicken biscuits, like I said. There's nothing
better
in the fast food market.
Yeah.
That beats their chicken biscuits.
Right.
Holy God.
And their coffee is pretty great too. Like I don't think they do much with their coffee, but it's good. It's good stuff. I don't know why I said it like that. It's good. It's like scrunched up my face when I said it. You can't see me, so I don't know why I'm talking about it. But so where would you put Chick-fil-A? Out of
A.
A?
A. I can't give them S personally, just because of the atmosphere and the busyness and their fries.
I'll give. You know what? I disagree with the fries and shakes part, but I'll compromise to an A. But just know, dear listeners, that it's actually an S. You didn't hear that, right?
No.
Great.
I muted you so you could say it.
Perfect. Because I know you didn't really want to hear that.
Right.
Okay. So
I would hate to think that my good buddy here is actually a conniving, backstabbing. I mean, what?
Jesus Christ! Chill out, man. God, I didn't go that far with it.
Oh, why not? We started off on a heavy note, but anyways, let's wrap it up.
We'll fight in the Burger King parking lot about it later, and then we'll be all right. So before we jump into the next part of what our show is going to be, I want to point out that pretty much the majority of this is set in stone. But as you can see, there are some disagreements that we had that have little stars next to them. So we are going to bring in a tiebreaker person to tell us what we did wrong and right, and essentially figure out where to go from here. Right. So we made a tier list of our favorite and least favorite fast food places to eat. Okay. And we have some disagreements, which are the ones with all the little asterisks next to them. And we want you to tell us how wrong we are for putting them in those places. That's pretty much it.
Only the ones with asterisks, though.
Yeah, you can tell us we're wrong, but we're not moving the other ones.
I was about to say, you leave my Taco Bell alone.
Taco Bell's... No, it deserves to be there. So, we'll start from the top and work our way down. We had this issue with all the pizza ones. Domino's, Pizza Hut, and Papa John's isn't starred, but it probably should be. Where would you put those? because we are at a loss. I'm gonna go ahead.
What do you mean, like?
So for him, Domino's is mid tier, and Papa John's is low tier, and Pizza Hut is mid to high tier. For me, Domino's is
You're not
mid to
supposed
high
to
tier.
say where we think they should go. That's biased, man.
I
No,
mean,
but
I mean,
it's
Pizza
fine.
Hut is shit. So I'll go ahead and say that. Like, Pizza Hut sucks. It's the worst.
Okay.
I told you.
I mean, that's fine. Where do you think Pizza Hut should go? We kind of just threw them all in B just because we weren't sure.
Yeah, I was about to say, I would put it in E. It's not good.
E. Okay. Boom.
Yeah.
And Pizza Hut. Fuck yeah.
If we're being honest,
Mhm.
I would put Papa John's and Domino's both in B because they're both pretty good. They're just
Right where
really
they're at?
different. You can't really compare them
Okay.
Nice.
because the crust and everything is really different. Just different style, I guess.
Sure. All right.
Okay,
McDonald's.
what else is there?
Oh, Burger King, actually. This is gonna be this is make or break on our French. No, I'm kidding.
One of the.
It's either going real
so-
high or real low.
It's in C tier. I mean, it's not. It's probably not going to go real high.
Okay.
Let's hold off on that.
It's either gonna
I
go
was gonna
somewhat
say,
high
I would
or
leave it in C tier. C or D.
all right. You're the tiebreaker. So C or D.
Leave it in C.
Leave it in C. All right. I think it should go past F into like W, but
Right?
You-
Burger
I
King
feel
is
that.
kind of shit. I'm sorry. Like
Every time I eat Burger King, I get sick.
that doesn't surprise me. Not in a you way, but in like a Burger King way. Like it's not
Yeah.
good. It's really not good. I don't know, Zach. I don't know how you argued for anything higher than C. And I'm not saying that to be mean, but like,
I mean,
dude, it sucks.
I don't know that I was
Really
ever
good when
arguing
we were
for higher
little,
than
but
C.
like,
I think you compromised and gave me the exact ranking that I would have put it at myself.
Oh, because I think I was saying F.
Yeah,
And
I
you're
think
like,
you
"Oh,
were
it's
saying
pretty
F,
good,
and I was
man."
like, no, it's not bad. I mean, like
It's pretty bad. It's
for C
is
tier,
pretty
and then
bad.
you gave it to me. So
yeah, I think
like
that's probably.
personally, I would put it in like D or E. Personally,
You're the
So
tiebreaker.
D is not a-
So whatever you say is our final choice.
I'll be okay if it gets
Let's
dropped
go
to
D.
D.
What's that?
let's go D.
D.
Yeah.
God bless. Fuck. All right. Last one is McDonald's, and this is the hot topic one. And I'm sure you can guess who wants the higher choice on McDonald's. It's not me. I'm sorry, that was biased. I shouldn't have said anything. McDonald's is
I would say. Honestly, like probably like a B minus. If I'm
F?
B minus. Okay.
yeah, B minus. Because like it's not my go-to. It's not like, oh my god, I really want McDonald's, but like their nuggets are pretty good. Like, not gonna lie.
See, Zach went on this whole spiel about how they have this reputation as like the fast food gods. So I'm like, you're not wrong, but the food's not good.
I just sometimes you just really want their chicken nuggets, even though
That's
they're
what I'm
terrible
saying.
for you. But
Yeah.
like sometimes
You
you
just
just
need
need
McDonald's.
that unhealthiness.
I can see
Yeah.
it. I don't know. I'm just
That's like-
happy that it's above Burger King because I cannot. For
Oh
the life
yeah,
of me
Burger King is shit. Sorry, Zach.
I mean, McDonald's is better.
But you
than
know
Burger-
me. You know every
Confirm.
time I've eaten there, I've gotten sick.
Oh, I know. Trust me. When we were replacing Burger King, and we said we were going to star it for you to, choose, and I was like, well, I know what direction that one's moving.
Yeah, it's going down. But dude, like you have to admit, like now that you're looking at this, like the completed version of this tier list, don't you feel like Burger King is in the right place? Where it's like it's not as good as Cookout, it's not as good as Subway, it's not as good as McDonald's, it's better than Panda Express.
Yeah,
I think it's right where it needs to be.
I think it's fine.
It is.
Nothing here really offends me. I think we got it pretty good.
Okay. All right. I think this is it. Is this
Okay.
the
Do
completed?
another.
What's that?
Do you want to do another?
No. I gotta
I'm
eat
just
some
imagining
dinner.
ending the entire thing right there. Just nope, and then just for some reason my computer shuts down. Like it's just that's it. That's the entire.
Our first and only episode of 7,000. Thank you very much for joining us for our first ever Tier List Tuesday, the first of 7,000. I hope you all had a good time and you come and join us again for the next one of these episodes. Hopefully we'll be
The
back
next
up there for too long.
6,999.
You darn right.
Woo. All right.
So until then, happy Tuesday.